शम्भो महादेव देव शिव शम्भो महादेव देवेश शम्भो शम्भो महादेव देव शिव शम्भो महादेव देवेश शम्भो शम्भो महादेव देव 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 गन्धर्वदर्पघ्नमीशं कालकण्ठं महेशं महाव्योमकेशं कुन्दाभदन्तं सुरेशं कोटिसूर्यप्रकाशं भजे मार्गबन्धुं शम्भो महादेव देव मन्दारभूतेरुदारं मत्तरागेन्द्रसारं महागौर्यदूरं सिन्धूरदूरप्रचारं सिन्धुराजाधिधीरं भजे मार्गबन्धुं भजे मार्गबन्धुं भजे मार्गबन्धुम् अप्पय्ययज्वेन्द्रगीतं स्तोत्रराजं पठेद्यस्तु भक्त्या प्रयाणे तस्यार्थसिद्धिं विदत्ते मार्गमध्ये भयं चाशुतोषी महेश शम्भो महादेव देव भजे मार्गबन्धुं भजे मार्गबन्धुं भजे मार्गबन्धुं भजे मार्गबन्धुं भजे मार्गबन्धुं भजे मार्गबन्धुम् मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमि न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर् न वा पञ्चकोशाः न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागो न मे लोभमोह मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः
Namaskar, Shubh Swagatam, Jai Sitaram everyone, and of course, let me welcome you tonight to our Thursday night Satsang. Of course, this is a different face you are seeing. Guruji is here with us, but due to the little cough and stuff, he is still in our presence. But as we begin this evening and we sit together, we thank you for allowing us to come into your homes and into your private space as we now join together in 1 hour of Satsang, awakening Shiva consciousness as we are on the countdown to MahaShivraatri. As we begin, we sit upright, we close our eyes if you are able to. If not, and you are driving, etc., contemplate upon that Lord, however you are accustomed to seeing that Lord. Let us join together in prayer. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charana Kamalabhyo Namaha. Hey Prabhu, today we have completed our day of work. We are returning to our homes, our quiet place, our personal space, Hey Prabhu. We ask that you please guide us as we listen to Satsang, as we learn something, as we reach to that day of MahaShivraatri. Hey Prabhu, guide us. Gajananam bhutganadisevitam kapithajambu phalachara bhakshanam umasutam shokavinashakaranam namami Vigneshwara padapankajam. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varde Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritam Gamaya. Hey Prabhu, as we sit this afternoon, lead us from untruth to truth. Lead us from negativity to positivity. And oh Prabhu, lead us from delusion to illusion. Hey Prabhu, guide us. Now we think of that Lord Sadashiv Bhagwan. Let us tune our minds to Shiva consciousness. As we look at the Murti, we see that Char Bhujadhari Bhagwan. Hey Prabhu, we surrender to you. Hey Shiva Shankar Namami Shankar Shiva Shankar Shambho. Hey Shiva Shankar Namami Shankar Shiva Shankar Shambho. Namami Shankar Shiva Shankar Shambho. Hey Shiva Shankar Namami Shankar Shiva Shankar Shambho. Hey Gijapati Bhavani Shankar Hey Gijapati Bhavani Shankar Hey Gijapati Bhavani Shankar Hey Gijapati नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो शिव शंकर शंभो शिव शंकर बोलिए श्री उमापति महादेव की जय, शंकर भगवान की जय. So we join in a beautiful bhajan together. Bhajans are meant to tune our minds toward the aspect of that divine being of Bhagwan. It is able to remove all distractions. Let us join together in these beautiful bhajans. जय भोला बंधारी शिव जय भोला बंधारी जय भोला बंधारी शिव जय भोला बंधारी जय कैलाशपति जय कैलाशपति शिव जग के हितकारी. This Lord that we meditate upon, He is there for the welfare of the entire world. Sab jag ke, every single one, for your welfare as well. Bhagwan, He is here. Nish din tera dhyan kare, simre mantra tihara, Shiv Shankar mantra jagao. When we remember that Lord, when that Lord comes to our mind, when we are in Satsang as we indulge in tonight, Gulab ki jagati, we forget the entire world. We forget all the distractions, and as we sit together, as we have Satsang together, don't allow anything to distract you. Teri yaad gulab ki jagati mein dukh paave sansari. Jai Bhola Bhandari Shiva, Jai Bhola तेरे नाम जपे से जग में Milita Mukti Dwara. If you want to have liberation, if you want to free yourself from all the bondage of this world, chant the name of God. Tere naam jape se jag mein. In this world, chant the name. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Tere naam jape se jag mein. Milita mukti dwara. Mahadev par brahma vidhata. Mahadev par brahma vidhata. Aaye sharan bihari. Jai Bhola Bhandari Shiva. Jai Bhola Bhandari. Aaye sharan bihari. O Lord Shankar Bhagwan, as we think of that Lord, look at the Murti of Bhagwan. We come to Him for shelter, Sharan, surrender. Whatever problems you have, however difficult your week has been, whatever problems may be plaguing your mind, offer it with the flower at the feet of His Lord. Jai Bhola Bhandari Shiva. Jai Bhola महादेव की जय, शंकर भगवान की जय. So tonight, as we lead up to that MahaShivraatri, we thought that we would take something from Shiv Mahapuran, so that all of us, we can awaken our minds to that Shiva consciousness. What is that Supreme Bhagwan? What is that force that we meditate and we contemplate upon on that MahaShivraatri night? And how do we prepare our minds to accept the blessings of MahaShivraatri that is coming up? Many a times, if we are to build a home, we have to prepare the land, etc. Similarly, if you are to get blessings and to become a different, transformed person after that MahaShivraatri, all of us, we must prepare this land that is our body to receive the blessings. So, we are looking at Shatarudra Samhita of Shiv Mahapuran, and we are dealing with the 8 forms of Bhagwan Shiva. And this is a beautiful concept, Ashtamurti, that 8 forms of Bhagwan Shiva. What is that 8 forms? And how are we to see this? How are we to understand this? So as we join together in chanting the shlokas that tell the greatness of this Ashtamurti Bhagwan Shiva, picture that form of Bhagwan Shiva. Remember that form. Chant with your own lips as well. Let us join together. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Nandishwaruvacha, Shrunutat Maheshwasya, Avataran Parashrabho, सर्वकामात् लोके सर्वस्य सुखदान् मुने तस्य शम्भो परिशम्भ मूर्तश्च गमयं जगत् तस्मिन् व्याप्तस्थितं विश्वं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव. ॐ नमः शिवाय, 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 नमः शिवाय. Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai. So Nandishwar, he is saying, Nandishwar Vacha, Shrunutat Maheshasya. Listen, O dear one, O you dear people of this world, let us listen what Nandishwar is going to say to us. Avataran Param Prabhu. This avatar of Bhagwan, Param Prabhu, that supreme being that is Lord Shiva, that all of us we know, Bhagwan Shankar, all of us we have an affinity towards him. We are going to listen. Sarva Karya Karam Loki Sarvasya Sukhadan Muni. Who is this Lord? What does he do? This same Lord who bestows all comforts, he bestows all desires that you have, that Lord, he is able to grant. And many a times we have a desire, but do we evaluate that desire that we have before we take it and we desire it? What kind of desires do you have? And I often ask, all of us perform puja, we perform prayer, but the moment that your prayer is answered and you see that darshan of Bhagwan, Bhagwan stands in front of you, what are you going to ask Bhagwan for? Have we ever given thought to that? Or is it that we lack the faith to know that our prayer will reach so far? So what kind of boons do we want in this world that we are praying for? All of us we pray some sort of sadhana that we perform. What kind of prayer? And then Tasya Shambhov Pareshasya Murtyashtakamayam Jagat. And this entire world now, the entire world comprises of 8 forms of Shiva, 8 forms of Bhagwan Shankar. And a beautiful example is given. Vishwam Sutre Mani Gana Iva. It is as if Iva, that everything in this world are like the pearls and the string is that Bhagwan Shiva. Bhagwan is that supreme substratum. Bhagwan Krishna says that he is that life-giving father in all the Prakriti, that he said that in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagwan is there in every single atom of this world. And we need to have that faith, especially as we are leading up to this time of MahaShivraatri. How are we living? Many of us, we should be, and we are fasting at this point. But are you starting to see everything as Bhagwan Shiva? Are you starting to envision Bhagwan Shiva in every person that you meet? Are you changing yourself? Not just your diet, but yourself as well. How are we becoming? And these 8 forms now of Bhagwan Shiva, we are going to see the names and we are going to look at what they represent. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Hare Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Hare Bole. Shargo avasthatha rudra Ugro dhiva pare patihi Ishanascha mahadevo Murtayashtaashti vishrutaha Bhumya bhumo virubyeha Kshetra jnana shiravaraha Adhishtatascha sarvatyai Ashtavrupai shivasya hi Namah Shivaya. Namah महादेव की जय. So he says, Sharvah, Bhava, Tatha Rudra, Ugraha, Bhimaha, Pashupatihi, Ishanaha, Mahadevaha. These are the 8 forms of Bhagwan Shiva. These are the names. Let us see them again. Sarva, Bhava, Rudra, Ugra, Bhima, Pashupati, Ishan and Mahadeva. These are names that we are familiar with. We have heard these names time and time again. We know that these are the names of Bhagwan Shankar. But do we know now what these names represent? And of course, last day we met, Guruji told us the importance of naming our children and the names that they have and the meanings of these names. You have named your children auspicious names, but we have to instill in them that samskar as to what their names mean and how they are to live their life in accordance with such names. Even you too. What is our names? What are our names? Divine names that we have. Kailash, Kiran. Kiran means golden, like the sun itself. So all of us, we have beautiful names. Are we living the life to represent those names? And many a times, you would have heard this story. You go to the Madhushala and you hear them calling someone by the name Shiva. You go to the Madhushala and you hear them calling someone by the name Madhava or Vishnu. We throw around our names, but we have to take great pride in our names. So these are 8 names of Bhagwan, 8 forms and 8 names of Bhagwan Shiva. Sarva, Bhava, Rudra, Ugra, Bhim, Pashupati, Ishan and Mahadev. All of us, we know them. And this next shloka says, Bhum yam bhogni marutyoma kshetra nyakashishakaraha adhishtatascha sharvadyaihi ashtarupe shivasyahi. These are the 8 forms of Shiva. And what do they represent? They represent Bhumi, the earth, the water, the fire, wind, sky, even the supreme soul that permeates the entire world, the sun and the moon. So these are the 8 forms of Bhagwan Shiva that are given in Ashtamurti Bhagwan Shiva. Our Sanatan Dharma is not made for us to look at that Bhagwan Shiva like this only. Many a times we want to see God. Akhiya Hari Darshan ki pyasi. But just as Sant Tulsidas, when he wanted to have the darshan of Bhagwan Sri Ram, Bhagwan Sri Ram came to him time and time again, but he could not have recognized that Lord. Shivratri will come to us year and year again. Can we recognize Bhagwan Shiva? Or is it that we are going to take the biggest lota of milk and we are going to charhawe the biggest thali of prasad, but we are not going to understand who that Lord Shankar Bhagwan is? And many a times I'm sure we would see the picture whereby the entire temple is filled with devotees and the milk is spewing out, and Bhagwan Shankar, he is taking that milk and giving it to a poor person or a beggar on the street. You all are familiar with that picture. What does it mean to us? If it is that you are not able to see Bhagwan and that same Shankar Bhagwan in the exact things that you can interact with, in the exact things that you can touch, the people you can meet, the environment that you interact and exist in, the ecosystem even, how do you expect to see Bhagwan Shankar at all? The creation is that of Bhagwan only. There's a beautiful bhajan given to us by Professor Hari Shankar Adesh. मैं देखता हूँ प्रभु तेरा अनुपम विधाता है. Oh Lord, I am seeing. मैं देखता हूँ प्रभु तेरा. This is your creation. Oh Prabhu, And look at what this Ashtamurti represents. This Ashtamurti represents none other than Bhagwan Shiva's creation. How do we treat the creation that we exist in? And this is a concept that we see the Western world they have. A society that divinizes nature itself. Sanatana Dharma, what do we divinize? The trees, the water, the plants, the animals. All these things are seen as incarnations or aspects of that same Supreme Bhagavan. These are very, very important points for us to look at. And it says, Dhatte characharam vishwam rupam vishwam bharatmakam shankarasya maheshwasya shatrasya veti nishchayaha. The essence of this entire teaching or the entire tradition that we come from, this great Sanatana Dharma, is that form of Bhagwan Shiva. And what does it show to us? First one, the earth. How do we respect the earth? That holds the entire world or the entire aspect of char achar, movable and immovable objects. This form is known as Sharva. Sharva. He resides over the earth itself. How do we interact with this earth? Beautiful bhajan, beautiful film even. Dharti meri mata pita asaman. The earth is our mother. How do we treat this earth? Do we litter? Do we waste? So that earth is Bhagwan Shiva himself. How do we treat the earth? And as we lead up to Bhagwan Shiva's Shivratri, let us start seeing Bhagwan in the earth. Because he is there as Sharva. Then, Sanjeevanam samastasya jagatas salilatmakam bhava ityuchyate rupam bhavasya paramatmanaha. It says that Sanjeevanam samaha tasya. That one that gives life even. Sanjeevanam jagatas salilatmakam. Another word for water is salilam. So, jagatas salilam. That water that gives life to the entire universe. Can you exist without water? Sometimes Vasa will give you water for 1 week and you are complaining. Then when water comes, we waste the water. Do we treat this water as Bhagwan himself? And of course our dharma has taught us Ganga Devi. We divinize the nature itself. Devi Sureshwari Bhagavati Gange Tribhuvan Tarini Tarala Tarange. Ganga Stotram, we worship even the water. That water sustains us. Sorry. How much percent is this body made up of water? And we all know the answer. So, he is known as Bhava. Bhavasya Paramatmanaha. He is known as Bhava in the form of the water. So that is two forms. First one, Sharva. Second one, Bhava. Earth and water. That is the forms of Bhagwan Shiva. Let us see now the other forms. Jai Shiva Shankar Gauri Shankar Jai Jagdish Hari Ki Shivari Aarti Hari Shri Aarti Hari Let's chant together. Jai Shiva Shankar Gauri Shankar Jai Jagdish Bahirantar jagit vishvam vibharti sandeti syam ugra ityuchati satvi rupam ugrasya satprabhu sarva sarvakarashadam sarva vyapakam gaganatmakam rupam bhimasya bhimakhyam रूपवृन्दस्य भेदकम् जय शिव शंकर गौरी शंकर जय जगदीश हरे ईश्वर ही हम आरती करे ईश्वर ही हम आरती करे even in the form of the earth, the waters. हम आरती करें ये ईश्वर ही होगा Lord. Jai Shiva Shankar. You must worship Bhagwan even in the earth, the water. बोलिए श्री उमापति महादेव की जय. So let's see the other forms now. Bahirantar jagat vishvam vibharti spandate swayam ugra ityuchate sadbhi rupamugrasya satprabhu. This Lord who permeates the entire world inside and out. Bhagavan permeates this world inside and out. Of course, He is inside and out of even you and I. Antaryami, the one who resides within ourselves and who makes the wind to blow is known as Ugra. So that form of Shiva in the wind is known as Ugra. How do we respect the air? Do we promote pollution? Or how do we dispose of our garbage? Or do we waste things? Do we reuse, reduce and then recycle? Are these things ingrained to us? Or is it that when the entire puja finished, everything in one plastic bag and throw even the plastic bag in the water to pollute the environment? So even this form of the wind is known as Ugra. That is Bhagavan Shankar as well. Then Sarva Vakashadam Sarva Vyapakam Gaganatmakam. Vyapak. That word Vyapak means like a blanket or like covers everything. It's like, it is something that is over everything, encompasses everything. So Sarva Vakashadam Sarva Vyapakam Gaganatmakam. So just like the sky, Gagana, it is like a blanket over us. This Lord permeates everything, and He is Shiva, is the form of the sky. So the air is known as Ugra. The sky that we see like a blanket over us is known as Shiva. And that is why our tradition, some families, they practice putting up a blue flag. Because that form of Shiva, he is known as the Gagana or the sky, and we perceive the sky to be blue. So many people put up a blue flag for Bhagwan Shiva. Rupa Bhimasya Bhimakhyam Bhupa Vrindasya Bhedakam. And that Lord Shiva, who is the sky, he permeates everything. And that Lord, he is ever present, just as the sky is there. Whether it be the sky in the night or the day, that Lord is always present. He is an eternal Sakshi or witness. Which place in this world does God not reside? And this Ashtamurti is there to show us that Bhagwan resides in every single thing of this world. Are we able to see that? Are we able to recognize that? Or is it that we just see Bhagwan in the murti, in the mandir, in the ashram, and we cannot see Bhagwan beyond that? A beautiful chaupai comes to mind. Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana, Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana, Srimati Prakat Hoi Jana, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai. Let's dance together. Sing. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana. Prem ke pragat koi न जाना. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Rama. 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 बोलिए अयोध्यापति राजा रामचंद्र की जय जय. Shivadrohi mama bhagata kaha. The one who is the enemy of Shiva could never be the bhakta of Sri Ram. Rameshwar Puja Katha. So that chaupai of Ramayana, and actually Bhagwan Shankar was the one that gave that chaupai from Balkand. Hari Vyapak Sarvatra Samana, Premate Pragat Hohi Me Jana. The Devatas, they were in problems. And he posed a question to them. Hari Vyapak, that same Vyapak word is used. Where is it that God is not? Sarvatra Samana. He is equally present every single atom in this world. He is equally present. But how is it how we to see this Lord? Premate pragat hoi me jana. Premate pragat. Only if you have love within you, then you can see Bhagwan in everything. If you have no love within you, you cannot see Bhagwan. But only when that love is there, that bhakti is there, then we start to see Bhagwan. So Shivratri will come and Shivratri will go. Is it going to be only one night? Or is it going to be a transformation for us as Sanatanist Hindus, whereby we see more love in the entire world, whereby we see more love within ourselves, and we start to see Shiva in everybody. And the moment we do that, what a beautiful society we would be. You would respect everyone. You would love everyone. And when you have love, what will happen? Prem ki agan ho, bhakti sagan ho, man mein lagan ho to. When that fire of love is ignited within you, what will happen? Prabhu mein le jayenge. Prabhu will come, Bhagwan will come, because you will start to see him in every atom of this world. Prabhu mein le jayenge. Can we start to see Bhagwan as Bhava, as Sharva, as Ugra? Do we see Bhagwan in these things? Or do we just reserve him for the murti? He says, Rupam Bhimasya Bhimakhyam Bhupa Vrindasya Bhedakam. That Supreme Lord, who is as the Lord of in the name Shiva, that permeates and resides over the sky. And now, the other form, Sarvatmanam Adhishthanam Sarvakshetra Nivasakam Rupam Pashupate Gneyam Pashupashani Kruttanam. This Lord by the name of Pashupati. We all know that, sir. All know that name Pashupati. Pashupati, made up of two smaller words. Pashu literally means animals. Pati means the Lord of. So the Lord of all the animals, but in this context of every single Jiva or every single life form in this world, that Lord Shankar Bhagavan, he says, Sarvatmana Madhisthana. He is the presiding deity of all embodied, in all Jivas then. He is that supreme being. Sarvakshetra Nivasakam. Every single Jiva resides within that Lord. They operate out of that Lord. We operate out of that Lord. He is known as Pashupati. And it says, Rupam Pashuta Ter Niyam. That Lord is able to destroy all worldly bondages. Why? Because the moment we start seeing God from outside towards inside now, as soon as we start to see Bhagwan within ourselves, we will have no more problems. Why? We will respect ourselves. As a society, do we respect ourselves? And remember, Satsang is not made for us to judge anybody else but our own self. Do we respect ourselves as Sanatanist Hindus? Do we respect ourselves as Shiv Bhagwan? Pashupati. Bhagwan resides within ourselves. And that is why our body is like our own temple. Bhagwan lives within us. And He will always be there within us. We need to start to see Bhagwan. And how do we start to see Bhagwan? Guruji would have told us last week, the moment you start to give importance to something, then is when you start to run after it. Give spiritual development importance. Give yourself importance, not this gross body, but that supreme being within yourself. Give that importance. Raise your awareness of Shiva consciousness, because Shiva is within every single one of us. And again, as we awaken that Shiva consciousness, first few shlokas would have told to us Shiva in everything, the earth, the sky, the air. Now it tells us Shiva Bhagwan is within us, within you and I, within the one that hurts us as well. Samashatrau cha mitre cha. Chapter 12 of Bhagavad Gita. Equally seeing Shatru or the enemy, Mitra, the friend. And that Shiva consciousness should transform us to live in such a manner. So that is the form of Pashupati residing within each and every one of us. And now the second to last form, Sandeepa Jagat Sarvam Divakara Samahvayam Ishanakhyam Maheshasya Rupam Divi Visarpati. That one who brightens the entire universe. Our entire universe gets light from that of the sun. Ishanakhyam Maheshasya Rupam. That form of Bhagwan Shiva by the name of Ishan. We have to see that is the sun. He pervades the entire sky. And of course, Bhagwan is everywhere. Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. Isha wa Bhagwan Vasam. He lives. Jagat Sarvam. Everywhere in this creation. Every single place. So this Bhagwan is the sun. That is why Surya worship was very, very important in the tradition of our forefathers. And that is why they were awake to welcome that sun before the sun rises. And this is a long tradition that we would have had in our dharma. It is seemingly not being carried forward, but it is something that we should revisit. All of us, try waking up before the sun rises, a good practice, and see how your attitude will be different for that day. And sometimes parents even make excuses for us children. Waking up early every day of the week, let them sleep late. Why? This human body is made so how much percent of the brain do we use? Do we truly make us push ourselves to the limit to become the best individual that we can be? Or do we make excuses to compensate as to why we cannot be the best individual? So that form, known as Ishan, is in the sun. And now as we come to the last form, let us see who this form will be. Om Dhimik 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 Nache Bhola Dhimik Dhimik महादेवस्य स्वरूपं महादेवास्य चाह्वयम् आत्मा तस्याष्टकं रूपं शिवस्य परमात्मनः व्यापिकेतरमूर्तिनां विश्वां तस्मात् शिवात्मकम् धिमिक 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 नाचे भोला And now we have come Atma Tasyashtakam Rupam. Sorry, before that. Apyayati Yo Vishwam Amrita Shunir Shakaraha. And now we are dealing with the moon. That Lord Bhagavan is also the moon. Mahadevasya Tad Rupam. Mahadevasya Chahvayam. That Lord in the moon is known as Mahadev. Now don't be confused. Don't say that, Well, look, Shiv Puran is saying that the moon is Mahadev when we know that the moon is Chandra. There is no need to be confused. Why? The Vedas have declared, Ekam Sad Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. That truth is one. The holy people, or those who interpret the scriptures and who see the scriptures even, they call the same one supreme being by different names. Or even Ekam Bahusyam. From one comes many. So that same Lord Shiva, he is the moon. Even Chandrama Bhagwan is another name for the moon. So whichever form of God you choose to see, a society that divinizes nature itself will always be one that is prosperous. And as we are leading up to MahaShivraatri, let every single being in this world, or every single atom, remind you of Shankar Bhagwan. Let nothing get you angry. Tasmad etat trayam tyajet. 3 things to stay away from. Chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita says, anger, greed and lust. Let nothing get you angry. As you are fasting for Shivratri, start to see Shiv Bhagwan. Ashtamurti is given to us in Shatarudra Samhita of Shiv Mahapuran. That Lord is with you at every point. As you continue your fast, as you continue your daily work, Bhagwan is there. Don't ever think He is not. He is there even in the moon as Mahadev. And all of us, we love that name Mahadev. And in the philosophy of Ashtamurti, that represents the moon. And says, Atma tasyashtakam rupam shivasya paramatmanaha vyapike taramurtinam vishwa tamachivatmakam. That Lord of this Ashtamurti, the 8 forms of Shiva, that Supreme Soul represents Atman. Atma tasyashtakam rupam. The Atma is the same. Shows to us that you are that same Bhagwan Shiva. Chidanandaropaha Shivoham Shivoham. We have started from one point. We went all around to come back to that same point. That you and I are that same Bhagwan. Mano buddhahankar chittaninaham nacha shrotra jihve nacha grananetri. You are none of these things that distract you from divine reality. You are Shiva. All of us, we are Shiva. Achedyo yamadahyoyam akledyo shoshya evacha nitya sarvagatasthānuhu achaloyam sanatanaha. Bhagavad Gita says the same. We are eternal. The soul cannot be cut, burned, none of these things. It is fixed. It is eternal, nitya, sarvagata, everywhere. And even as Shiv Bhagwan Ashtamurti is everywhere in this world, so to you and I, we are also all pervasive. And as soon as we start to see Shankar Bhagwan in everything, our fast will become complete. Our Shivratri will become complete. And now we will be able to see ourselves as transformed as we lead up to MahaShivraatri. प्रेम से बोले उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान स्वामी की जय. So, as we have come to the end of our devotional satsang this evening, we will have one more bhajan. And of course, these bhajans, they tell us a story. A beautiful bhajan. शिव शंकर भोले भाले बोले भक्तों के रखवाले तुम भोला को प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम. शिव शंकर भोले भाले बोले भक्तों के रखवाले तुम भोला को प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम. Ekshita Murti and we bow to everything. May this Shivratri bring about a new existence within you to see that Lord. तुमने संसार बनाया सभी तुम्हारी माया छाया तुमने संसार बनाया सभी तुम्हारी माया छाया सर्वों के माया वाली कैलाश पर्वत वाली लाखों प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम शंकर भोले भाई भोले भक्तों के रखवाले तुम अंबर में you are the sky कहा नहीं तुम हो जग भर में where in this world are you done जब रूप बजाने वाले रूप बजाने वाले तुमको प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम शिव शंकर भोले भाले सबको के रखवाले तुमको प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम हर 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 महादेव हर हर नारी हर घर का प्यारा दीप तुम्हारा प्रेम तुम्हारा मेरा था सब प्रेम तुम्हारा खेल खिलाने वाले बोलो this is our life this is our samsara is only your place your lila let us recognize you so that we can come out of this bondage we खेल खिलाने वाले को बचाने वाले तुमको लाखों प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम शंकर भोले भाले भक्तों के रखवाले तुमको लाखों प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम लाखों प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम तुमको लाखों प्रणाम तेरा प्रणाम उमापति महादेव की जय अयोध्यापति राजा रामचंद्र की जय कैलाशवासी शिव शंकर भगवान की जय. So as we have come to the end this evening, we would like to thank you all for allowing us into your homes for our weekly satsang and of course our announcements. Our next Hanuman Chalisa chanting will be on the 21st, 22nd, Carnival, Tuesday morning. That is the 20... Carnival Tuesday morning. Yes? So Carnival Tuesday morning at Triveni Mandir. Of course, our chanting Carnival for Saturday, that is postponed till next month, and also the one on Thursday at the Chinmaya on the 23rd, that is also postponed till the next month. So our next chanting will be on the 21st, which will be at the Triveni Mandir in Williamsville at 7 a.m. Ideally, you all come for 6:30 p.m., 7 a.m., right? So take note of the time, tell a friend, bring a friend, don't come with your cars empty. Let us chant the name of Hanuman Swami together. Of course, every Sunday morning at our ashram, we have Sunday Sanskar, and if we want to make stronger family units, if we want to make more informed Sanatanist Hindus, we have to support our ashrams and we have to learn, take a responsibility to become more informed and spiritually stronger. Join us every Sunday morning at 7:30 a.m. Of course, as the topic is Shivratri, our Shivratri celebrations start at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. on the 18th, and will go until 6 a.m. on the 19th. Each and every one of you, we are looking out for you all to join us, to be there with us. We have various groups that will be joining us, and it will be a really packed spiritual night. Bring your offerings, your prasad, whatever it may be, your dhar, whatever you may have and you want to offer. Bring your flowers, your bay leaves, and if you have extra, bring as well. For those who may not have brought, bring for them as well. So on Shivratri night, we'll be going up all night. So you are free to bring your little blankets for the children and the pillows if need be. Our ashram is very big, so you can bring it. Next day is not work, so join us for the entire night. Of course, later on in the year, the March schedule will be put up for Hanuman Chalisa chanting very soon. So look out for that. And of course, our Hanuman Yajna starts on the 2nd of April. 2nd, 7 nights, Shri Hanuman Yajna. All of you all are encouraged to join us. Of course, Guruji spoke about Samaksha or in person. Yes, there's the online medium, but in person, nothing can compare. So, of course, cleaning works as well ongoing at the ashram. If you would like to be part, if you would like to volunteer your time, there's some work to be done for Shivratri. Please join us, give your time, volunteer your time. It will not be wasted at all. So these are all the announcements. Of course, we have yoga class as well. Yoga class on Wednesdays and Thursday evenings. So you can call the number that's on the ribbon right below to get more information. So as we have come to the end, let us close our eyes gently. Let us clasp our hands. Hey Prabhu, firstly we thank you for the opportunity to reach our devotees in such a manner. We thank you for the ability to have satsang. Hey Prabhu, allow us to awaken that Shiva consciousness within ourselves. Allow our Shivratri to be one that will transform us. Spiritually stronger Sanatanist Hindus, not just ritual robots, but conscious Hindus and Sanatanists. Hey Prabhu, if you have made any mistakes, we surrender ourselves to your feet and we ask for forgiveness. Mano buddhi hankar chetani aham nacha shotra jihve nacha khana netre nacha vyoma bhumihi na tejo navayo. Let's join together. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. I am Shiva. Awaken that consciousness. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha Sarve santu niramaya Sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschit dukha bhave mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardhan yat pujitam maya deva paripurnam tadastvame. Simple mantra. Let's join together. See that Lord Shambhu, his hand is gently lifted, giving us blessings. He is there to protect us. Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukmev bandhana mrityor mokshi Amarita. Let's chant together. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Chasakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Om Shanti 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 Hari. बोले गणपति गणेश भगवान की, उमापति महादेव की, अयोध्यापति राजा रामचंद्र की। Let me thank as well Pandit Kiran, Pandit Kailash, Guruji for accompanying Dholak and Khartal, Vinesh as well, Auntie Raj, Shruti, supporting and being here. And of course, I would like to thank as well Guruji for giving me the opportunity to perform Satsang here tonight for each and every one. So do be safe, and until we meet again, do join us at all our ashram activities. Be safe. Jai Sitaram. Namaskar.
मन्दाकिनी सलिल चन्दन चर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दार पुष्प बहुपुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय। शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्जमाल सूर्याय दक्ष त्वरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिखराय नमः शिवाय वसिष्ठकुम्भो भवगौतमार्य मुनीन्द्रदेवा चितशेखराय चन्द्रार्कवैश्वानरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय।